Hi everyone, it's me! And today, let's watch this video together! Oh! Ooh. The fight against ignorance stereotypes. The fight for understanding, respect. Game Exchange, bring culture
Hi everyone,
to gaming.
and welcome to another culture-filled episode of Game Exchange.
I really like it that over there is a car.
So I finally procured myself a copy of Pokemon X, and I gotta say, it's the most enjoyable Pokemon yet. I, like many others, have run through the main campaign and toppled the Elite Four. However, unlike most other people who are busy super training their teams and fighting friends, I've been doing a whole lot of this. Yeah, I've traded some, trained some, but I'm just kicking back and taking the game easy. But by doing so, I've noticed a wealth of cultural references and information that is just strewn across this game.
That's right, playing this game have its good pros and cons, and the pros of it is that it's an open world game. Pokemon is just for them to, it's a good game to have fun, take your time, relax, enjoy. Oh, sorry.
Hi everyone, whole lot of this. Yeah, I've traded some, trained some, but I'm just kicking back and taking the game easy. But by doing so, I've noticed a wealth of cultural references and information that is just strewn across this game. Now, it's no surprise to anyone that the Kaos region is based off of France. I think we all went into this knowing that. But the big question here is, how deep does it go? With that in mind, grab yourself a brioche doré baked good and a lovely bottle of Bourgogne, and let's dig into it. You know what's crazy? The very first person we see in this game has a French reference, Professor Sycamore. While yes, his English name is fairly plain, his Japanese name of Professor Platane, which is also shared in the French, German, Italian, and Korean versions of the game, is very French. The word Platane itself is the French word for the Platanus tree, commonly referred to in North America as sycamores. Well, I guess there's the connection. But even still, this guy is just way French. And not an offensive, twirly mustache, accordion Jerry Lewis kind of way either. He's just so darn easygoing, and let's face it, incredibly suave. That hair, those eyes, just enchanting. Right, what was I saying? The dude is also spouting more French words than anyone else in this game, and that theme song, just give it a listen for a minute.
Oh!
Now that's French, and I love it. Secondly, let's look at some of the Pokemon from this new generation. Now, the world of Pokemon is not unfamiliar to the influence of France. Escavalier is a great example. The English name is a hybrid of either the words chevalier, meaning one of the French chivalry, or cavalier, a royalist who supported King Charles during the English Civil War? Okay. And escargot, as we all know, meaning snail. But now let's look at this generation, starting with what every generation of Pokemon needs, a Pikachu clone. Though I will give Game Freak some credit. The name for this guy is actually really clever. Its name is Dedenne, which to my understanding is a hybrid of Japanese and French, den meaning electric, and antenne, the French spelling of the word antenna. Not bad. Next, let's check out Flabébé. Simply put, another hybrid of the English word flower and the French word bébé, or baby. Again, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that's true. It's true. Flower, baby.
Then there's Furfrou, which personally I'm not a fan of, but the origins of this Pokemon are pretty neat. Yeah, the English name is basically a hybrid of fur and frou-frou, whose meanings I think we have a solid grasp on. But the Japanese name, Torimian, is far more interesting. This is the only Pokemon in this game that can be styled. With that in mind, this name could come from the words trim and the French très bien. Might be a bit of a stretch, but I could believe it. Lastly, how about Vivillon? This one is actually really cool because it has multiple meanings spread across the languages. There is another Japanese-French hybrid possibility with this Japanese pronunciation of the name. See, Japanese doesn't really use V sounds in its language, so it substitutes with a B sound, making it Vivillon. The whole name could be a hybridization of the kanji bi, meaning beauty, and the English word vivid, and the French word papillon, meaning butterfly. The name could also come from the Spanish phrase vivien, meaning I lived in, which makes total sense because this Pokemon looks different depending on whatever region lock it was captured in.
Oh my gosh, that's true! Oh my gosh, the cultural reference! Not only is the language, it's also a geographic. Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Oh gosh, why did it happen?
that I lived in, which makes total sense because this Pokemon looks different depending on whatever region lock it was captured in. Let's talk about the geographical setting of this game. Now, I can't speak much for the other towns in this game and how they may parallel their French counterparts, but check this out. Lumiose City is right smack on top of Paris. What's obvious about Lumiose City is geographically it's trying to mirror Paris right down to the Eiffel Tower. But the name is what may need to be in question here. Now, a lot of people understand the City of Love to be Paris's nickname, but another, possibly more understanding name of Paris is La Ville Lumière, or City of Light. If you talk to the townspeople of Lumiose City, they'll tell you how you can see Prism Tower lighting everything up in the city. The same could be said about Paris. In 1817, Paris became one of the first cities in Europe to use gas lighting through a major thoroughfare, the Passage des Panoramas, and then in 1828 began lighting Champs Élysées the same way. But interestingly enough, that's not where Paris got its nickname of the City of Light per se. France was a massive location for the development of ideas, education, and art during the Age of Enlightenment. Therefore, Paris is not only a place of literal light, but one of scholarly achievement. You know, with all the art
Of not just literal light, it's also education, knowledge.
galleries, museums, and so on in Lumiose City, maybe there's more referencing here than I gave it credit. Even the plot of this game has a lot of French European culture and folklore behind it. In fact, I asked a few good friends of mine, Pokekells and class trainer Alex, to explain some of the more interesting aspects of the story.
Whoa! Hey, we're here. What's this now, Alex? Gaijin Goomba's show?
We're supposed to be telling people about French culture and Pokemon X and Y, Kels.
Ah, then we better talk about Trainer AZ then, right?
Oh, you know it.
So check this out. Trainer AZ is like 9 feet tall or something. You might even say he's like a giant.
And on top of that, spoiler alert, he's 3,000 years old. So I was thinking, where do ancient giants come from in French culture? And then I was like, duh.
Yep, it's the Basques, an ethnic group from Basque Country, a region that spans some of France and Spain. They have a very rich pre-Christian mythology.
Yep, which brings us to the Gentilak and the Meyerwak. Both are often depicted as giants, and their stories center around the construction of megalithic stone monuments.
Oh, just like the ones on Route 10, the one Trainer AZ is responsible for. But then why aren't there any other giants in the game? Why is he the only one?
Well, the Gentilak are known to have all mysteriously disappeared save one, just like AZ.
That's right, you mean Olden Zero. But isn't he one of those scary Santa Claus type creatures that kids live in fear of on Christmas? Why is AZ a mysterious wanderer?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but it might have something to do with the medieval Christian archetype known as the Wandering Jew.
That sounds bad, bro. Seems a little controversial.
It kinda is. The Wandering Jew is meant to walk the earth until the second coming as punishment for some past transgression, usually the taunting of Jesus Christ at his crucifixion.
Oh, and AZ did something really bad too. I don't want to spoil it, but it's got something to do with those stones from earlier. Neat! Man, I love it when it all comes together.
Right? It's nice to see that Pokemon still has the same attention to detail it's always had.
Well, if you like this, why don't you come on over to our channel and see the video that we did with Gaijin Goomba a while back.
Yeah, it was super fun, and enjoy the rest of this video while you're at it.
I really love the
I'm
collabs.
Trainer Class out.
And I'm Pokekells. Come join us sometime over on
The
Dex.
Thanks, you guys. Man, French, French, French. So much French. Pokemon, ami? Really? And man, it seems no matter where you go,
Pokemon me.
someone is using some sort of French word or phrase, which I don't mind, but sometimes I wonder, wait.
Oh wait, what? That's not French. That's German.
That's not French. That's German. Yeah, I was a bit mixed up with this as well. I mean, when it comes to Pokemon names or things like that, I can kinda understand, but this wasn't subtle. This was just, bam, German in your face.
Bam.
At first, I really believed that this game was going to be just completely French-focused, but as time went on, that sort of changed. This, my little Gaijins, leads me to the very last thing that I want to point out, and it involves the credits of this game. There isn't anything plot-related here, so I don't really count it as spoilers. While the credits roll, we are shown lines of what I would assume to be poetry or lyrics in both English and French, though I want to assume that it would be the region lock's native language and French. This is a really nice nod to the theme of the game's influenced culture and location, but something happened I didn't expect. The words kept coming, but now it's in all of the supported languages. I know a lot of you guys may think that this is small, but this was a phenomenally wonderful gesture from the game. Maybe it was a little campy, but for the first time, it really felt like a game that was created and developed in Japan was really reaching out to the entire world in a small but powerful way.
It's true. A small but powerful way to unite all on Earth even though it's a small step, it's a great step.
In the years that I've spent in Japan, I've been routinely disappointed in its home-developed games, and more often than not, a lot of them specifically pander to their domestic market. Which from a financial standpoint makes sense, but it leaves the game feeling empty. Here, these credits, heck, this game felt like a large embrace to the whole world. And call me a dork for saying it, but I thought it was really special and really moving. Well, I could go on a lot longer about the cultural references in this game, but if I did, we'd be here a while. Instead, I encourage you to venture forth and discover what other things this game has in store for you, and I promise it's worth the hunt. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the next episode of Game Exchange. But until then, this is Gaijin Goomba signing out.
Let's go.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to check out my channel for more videos of education in gaming. Also, have a look at the collab episode I did with Kels and Alex. It was pretty fun. And as always, be sure to check out the Game Theorists channel for more mind-blowing facts about games and science, culture, and design that make them so great.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thank you. If you do like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Thank you so much and don't forget to follow my channel. Thank you and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye! But hey, that's just a game. A game exchange! Thanks for watching. Thank you.